Football League. And we'll see Baker Mayfield. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints, next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Here's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. This is Smith with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On the end around, here comes Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fighting his way through contact. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, here's White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at the Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Saints will take over. Yeah. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On play action. Now Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Smith. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Kamara off the draw. And some room to work. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On play action, it's Carr. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Trask throw complete to Otten. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Throwing, Trask. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. To throw is Trask. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, it's Trask. He's got Otten. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Trask. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? Complete right side to Otten. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And his kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
Out onto the field comes Traquan Smith and the rest of the offense. There's a lot of talk in training. Get to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done. Towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, they'll run with White. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. They'll go up the middle with White, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield to throw it. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. They run straight ahead here with White. They're going to fight through one tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out onto the field comes Traquan Smith and the rest of the offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now a play fake. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. On the move to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Carr. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. And he will not make it into the end zone, but there is a flag down far side of the field, so let's see what that's all about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On 1st and 10, Mayfield over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, this one taken in by Otten. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And this will wind up as Saints 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. This is Smith with the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. On the run, it's Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run with Smith. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tre'Quan Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Saints had 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for New Orleans, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.